Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matt. Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, guys, we're going to be going over 3 Solana NFTs that are blowing up right now that I think you guys might want to take a look at. Now, as always, folks, these videos are not financial advice, nor can I absolutely guarantee something is going to perform well or perform bad or whatnot, but this is just my analysis and my personal opinion. So, folks, let's get right into it. Now, the first thing I want to show you guys is kind of what I generally look for when I look at projects. Now, the first thing I think you guys will notice when we look through this whole list of data that's available to us on Magic Eden is obviously what I'm looking for mainly is a spike in 24-hour volume. Now, a lot of times this is sell volume, a lot of times this is buy volume, so that's not necessarily a good or a bad thing when you see the volume go up, but it does mean there are more people interested in either buying or selling a project. So if a project is entirely irrelevant, you probably won't be seeing a lot of changes in the volume. So obviously, if a project is doing well, maybe there's a lot of staking going on, you might see a decrease in volume because people are delisting, there are less sales, and the floor might be going up because of that. If there is a major increase in volume, of course, a lot of times it typically means that people are, flocking over to buy it or to sell it, depending on the situation. So that's just something we have to take into account. That's not necessarily good or bad, but that is, again, just a little piece of data. Now, guys, before we get, of course, into the actual projects, I wanted to show you guys something I do think you will actually enjoy and definitely get some use out of. So if you guys have not already seen it, of course, my Patreon, guys, down below in the description is an awesome place to go check out. If you guys would like to stay up to date on all my NFT announcements, so if you guys would like to know whenever I buy or sell an NFT, like a couple in this video, actually, I'd let my patrons know about it a little earlier. So whenever you guys would like to get to know that or ask me some questions directly, there are a ton of awesome rewards here that you guys can go, of course, and check out over on the Patreon down below in the description if you'd like to take your NFT game to the next level. That being said, folks, let's get right into the first project. So the project I want to show you guys first is something called Bonks. Now, you guys can see here we are actually watching the floor rapidly rise here in real time with tons of people just buying these up. Now, the idea here with Bonks is that this is basically done through Twitter, and the Bonk Inu token actually is largely responsible for creating this. So through the Twitter here, you guys can see Bonk Inu, the first Solana dog coin for the people and by the people. This token has actually done very well in recent time, and what they decided to do was actually launch an airdrop for it that a lot of people basically were able to benefit from. So you guys can see tons of activity on their Twitter, probably the most popular Solana project out there right now. So that is definitely performing well. And again, when we take a look at the actual airdrop here over on Magic Eden here, of course, you guys see the mint has been sold out. NFTs are now unfrozen. So these are all of the different NFTs here. But if we look at the activity, guys, absolutely obscene amount of people buying these. And again, if we are to rapidly refresh, the floor price is constantly changing. So guys, I've already made a great deal of money on this so far. And again, my patrons have as well. So definitely go ahead and check this out down below in the description, of course, if you guys would like. Again, I link all my projects down below. I'm sometimes associated, sometimes I'm not. In this particular video, none of the projects are associated with me whatsoever. But again, if there's a project I like, I will link it down below so you guys can take a look. So the 3 projects I show you in this video, you could always check out down below in the description if you'd like to learn more about them, or just take a look at what their social media is like and see what you think. So again, that is Bonks here, a very popular community-based project here that looks to be doing pretty well. So the second project I want to show you guys here is a little bit more of a slower grower. This is more of like a long-term kind of hold, but I do wish I bought a few of these back in the day because they're performing very hot right now. So that project, of course, is going to be the Transdimensional Fox Federation. Now, why transdimensional? Well, this has a little bit better of a barrier of entry to the famous Fox Federation. You might be going, oh my God, Matt, what is a barrier to entry? Well, basically, this is how easy it is for the average investor to just jump in and start purchasing. Now, Famous Fox, the main parent collection, of course, for the Transdimensional Fox Federation, is sitting with a much higher floor price. So right now, they're sitting at a floor of around 70, which is very tough to get into, especially if you're like just starting in Solana. So Famous Fox Federation might be a little tough, I think, for a lot of people to get into. But of course, they have a lot of other different projects here, all of which I think will perform well in the future. Yet something like Transdimensional Fox is a little bit easier to buy into. So you guys can see there 27.3 on the floor. If you were to take a look at the activity, you guys can see not a whole lot of activity, but definitely enough to keep it sustained. And mostly this tends to be, from what I could tell, buy activity. So we take a look at the analytics. You guys can see the data here over the past, couple months or whatnot. And again, you guys can see throughout like basically all of December, these guys are just hanging out at a floor of around 16. But then we look at early January and boom, we see a nice little spike up to around 36. We've seen some leveling off right now down to 27, but I definitely do think we could hit that 36 mark again at some point in the future. So just a nice little medium to long-term hold. Again, Famous Fox Federation, you can check out down below as well. I'll link it for you guys. But just a very quality project. We've done a lot of good stuff for the Solana ecosystem in the past. They've been around forever. You guys have seen these guys, and their Twitter here, they're constantly innovating and offering new stuff. This is basically one of the main places where people had raffles and all that kind of stuff. So definitely kind of a gold tier kind of project that I do think people could access pretty easily with a floor of 27 as opposed to, say, a floor of like 70. So that's why I personally included the Transdimensional Fox Federation in the video today. Now, the third and final project is something I think is very cool and definitely does kind of relate a little bit more to maybe the real like investing world per se, and that is future traders. So future traders here, you guys can see over on Magic Eden right now, they're just all these different little robotic looking guys, but what they basically do and what they basically represent is a call options kind of thing. So a lot of people who do stocks and stuff, you guys might know about this, but basically options trading is huge. Everybody loves options trading, and what the future traders do is basically support this platform called decalls. So here is their Twitter. It's obviously doing pretty well from what I can tell. Apparently they're moving on to Ethereum next, and this is actually something done by Yaw. So this was one of the first places to offer up NFTs as collateral. So they do have a lot of success behind them. People have been using Yaw to trade for a very, very long time. So I definitely do like the people who are making this project. And then when we take a look at their home, again, decalls launching soon, the first NFT options platform. Me personally, I could see this blowing up and doing very well. I could see people being interested in actually trading NFT options because, hey, who wouldn't, right? There are a lot of people, again, interested in NFT collateral. Obviously, Yaw was one of the first, places to actually go and do that. So I do think that something related to options trading, especially made by a pretty, credible group like this, is going to be a nice idea. So they have a lot of info here, of course, with as little as 0.1 SOL. Users can participate in the price movement of blue chip NFTs that typically require a bankroll of 100 to 200 Solana. So that is cool. So basically, from what I gather, you are able to say you pick an NFT you like, say it's OK Bears, and you want to bet on what their price is in a month, or, DGods, how much will DGods be worth in a month? You can do that through decalls, and obviously, that's going to be pretty big in my view. So definitely, giving you some information on how, these basically work. A certain Solana Monkey business holder, here's about your predicament if you are confused about the right to buy or sell an NFT at a specified price. So if you have FOMO for a big project, the price is currently 175, but you don't have that money to throw into it, right? Just like I was telling you guys earlier about Famous Fox, you don't have the kind of money to throw 70 Solana at it, right? So that is essentially what these guys are trying to solve. So you could pay 5 Solana and take a bet, with the right to buy a Solana Monkey business in 30 days. So this is exactly basically how stocks work. And basically, when it comes to stock options, you have the right to purchase something in the future. You have the right to purchase at today's price in a month from now. So that's basically what they're doing here with NFTs. And obviously, very, very cool stuff. And I do think this will get utilized in the future at some point. So that being said, folks, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I truly do hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I've been talking fast, but had a lot I wanted to get out today. So definitely drop a like and subscribe if you guys are new. Check out the Patreon down below, guys, for tons of awesome insights, my Discord community, private communication with me, and so much more. I truly do think you guys will love it. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, my name is Matt. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.